I got it. I'm about to do it.
Aye. All right, have fun.
Early, Lonnie.
What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. What's up, Osman? What's up, Ada? What's up, Dan? Dan, my man. First one in. Aaron. What's up, guys? I gotta clear some fog. I thought I had cleared most of it. I didn't clear it all. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh man, from the north, we got ELIT, ASG, LGWN. AGS. What's up, Nathan? What's up, Kevin? Super heavies. I don't have them too beefed up right now. I did them a little bit mild. I just have them at the 9 and then my Churchills. So I did kind of both of these. So that one's almost 400 and this one's 300. That way I can fight kind of 2 and 2. See what we can get on our airdrop. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Ah, man. No troops. Nothing. Dope. What's up, Vega? What's up, Morn? We're going to see if we can't get into some war footage. Just dropped into the heat of the moment. Let's see if they react. Play a little defense right here. See what's going on. See how many we got. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my God. We got some red, guys. We got some red. Get him. Get him, boy. Oh, I want to fight so bad. Look, Morn's twitching. Look, this is Morn right here. Look, he's twitching. He needs to get in the battle. Wolfpack, where you at, boys? Huh? Come on. Can you spam the chat? Get some WPs going. Where's my Wolfpack at? Man, oh man. Yeah, guys. Yeah, we definitely need this. We definitely need this. Love it. Everybody wondering about the action? We're going to try to get into some action. Oh yeah, Wolfpack in the house. Frederick, what you need to upgrade to 7.1 is a whole lot of luck. That's what it is. Because every time you open up coupons, yeah, it's not going to be good. So, me personally, I can use feeders. So these 7s right here are going to be rather difficult. So as you can see, if I go to upgrade, which it's not going to show them because they're lined out, but you need 3 of these to get that. So yeah, you know, when you're at 6, you can click it, you know, you only need 2 at 6, and then you get a 6.5, and then you can feed something as a 6.5, meaning it doesn't have to be the exact troop. You can feed it into the 7, but when you get to the 7, you know, it's a pain in the rear. That's what it is. You know, you need 3 of these, and so that takes a while, and then you can finally get your 7.1. Yeah, that's that. It's a pain. 7.1. Ooh. Yeah. Boy, we got a lot of them lit up red here, huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like the Liberty lights. My boy BJ, he's got some lights. He tears some stuff up. 600 and something K March on some lights. Man, can he scoot across the map fast. He can get from point A to point B. He's got, man, 70-something kilometers an hour. It's crazy. Yeah, the 7.1s are kind of difficult to get. They changed the update, though. The 7.2 is a lot easier to get from 7.1 to 7.2. I'm saying it's not easy to get, but it's easier than it was to get. Let's just say that. Ooh, man, these guys are going to respond? I mean, I see some red. There's definitely some troop action going on here. Ooh-wee. I don't know. Oh, what happened? My boys in the house, Jen MC, Kevin, as you can see in the chat. He's real knowledgeable. You guys ask him anything you want. I'm telling you, the guy knows a lot. He's worked up his troops. Wolfpack. Great guys. Great guys. Let's see if we can't. I'm zoomed out. Let's see if we can't see some battling going on here, though. Ooh, ASG hitting them hard. Look at that. See? That's a little cluster. That medium, that's only a 6.5. That's going to go down quick. Look at them coming back. Oh, yeah, we got some super heavies right here. Only 6.5 star. Looks like 422k on the ASG. That's a 7-star tank hunter. That one's going to really penetrate hard. That's a good unit right there. Honestly, guys, that's a good unit. That's an upgrade from the Nash Horn that has a very, very high penetration. It's a very good unit. Yep, we got some lights. I think those are some lights over there. 7-star, he's trying to move away. So you see how he's moving away quickly? Look at him. He's going to shoot. He's going to hit. And then when they start hitting back, he can move away really quick. See, that's the tactic of the lights right there. That's the tactic of the lights. That is a really good one. Because you see how much faster he can move away from everything? Look at him. He can hit. Now, see, the medium is supposed to counter this light, right? So he's got to be careful. But see, he can move away at any time. Also, he can put on something that would heal a lot. So when he pulls away really quick, he can heal up real quick and then get back into action, and people can't touch him very fast. So that's the tactic of the light. That's what's good. What's up, Cav? Yeah, so ASG definitely coming out with the swamp. Look at this. Ooh-wee. We got some goodies. Yeah, I know, right? I would have figured he had Percy on there. I would have think Tank Hunter for the piercing. I don't know. I personally would put Guardian of Truth and Spanner on that light if I was using it mainly. So let's get back into this and look, because ASG is definitely pushing. See if they have the numbers and they can push. And you guys have to forgive me. I'm spectating this, okay? So I'm spectating this, not really, full blown into the war or whatever. Even though I'm twitching, you guys realize I'm twitching, right? Like I'm literally twitching. I want to drag my march down here, but I'm reserved. This is their battle. This is them. I wanted to do the justice and show this large battle. So I appreciate the guys for letting me come over here and show this battle. But yeah, here we go. Okay, now they're going to start zeroing some bases. See, this is the tactic where if the open field presence doesn't work, then they're going to start moving up towards bases. Because once the base is destroyed and moved out, it makes it that much harder for everybody to gain the territory or whatever. So A.R.E.A is definitely going to have to try to come with something, because this is the problem with trying to invade is you don't have a lot of territory. So they have quite a few bases right here, and let me try to scout some more of this. That way I can, because I feel like I'm not getting a lot of this. So yeah, so as you can see, a lot of their bases down here, they have quite a bit of a march to go up. So they have quite a few bases here. And what they're going to try to do is to gather in bulk numbers, and they're going to try to destroy. So a lot of these bases, they're going to get hit pretty hard, and they're going to run through them. So once they start running through these bases right here, it's going to be very, very difficult for the guys. So, I mean, most of the time what we want to try to do is we want to try to gather up at a certain point, whatever point that is, and start countering and moving against it, because this cluster right here will create a big problem. You want to try to clear out the cluster, because if you can keep them random, then you can definitely start doing some damage if you can keep them random. Then the cluster that you have can start going against the bases, and when you have that cluster against the bases, you can start zeroing out their bases. But I anticipate that they're probably going to try to go after as many bases as possible. They can also build a dam. So the way that this game works is that it has a grid system. So the troops cannot pass if you create a barrier. So like, let's say you meet in one area between these bases and you create a barrier 4 or 5 lines thick. These troops have to stay on the front end, troop to troop. They cannot pass. They'll have to try to go around, and that's where the lights come into play. The lights are able to go around really quickly and get to the backside of things or whatever. So, you know, these guys are getting a little bit distracted right now, so it's good that they have some people down here distracting them. Maybe they'll try to come up here, another group pulls down here. These are just some of my thoughts. These guys have their thing. They're moving the way that they want to move. These are just my thoughts during the war of what I've seen or whatever. So you guys can put your thoughts in it as well. Don't be shy. Guys, I was supposed to be spectating. That's supposed to be warring. I'm sure there's a lot of people that will want to join for this war. And we're supposed to keep it between the two, guys. So, coffee time. We're supposed to keep it between the two. Yeah, see this swarm right here? This is definitely not good. We need to keep that swarm out. A lot of these guys are going to be trying to retrain and push their way back down. I don't see a mass amount going down. I see this cluster and these guys over here. See, when you break up apart like this, these little chunks, it's really going to hurt. Like, these guys might do good against some of these marches down here, but this cluster right here is going to get away from them really quick if they're not careful, if they group up. So you need to have a group that can get behind the lines, kind of like a Wolfpack group, a small group that knows what they're doing. But the main part of it needs to create like a line in which you can defend against your bases. Defense is kind of creating that funnel because they try to come in numbers or whatever. Hopefully they just become distracted, in my opinion. Do I think it's possible to reach a 2 million unit power? No. Server 1 has some 1 million power super heavies or a troop I saw. But no, I don't think 2 million at this time right now. So see this cluster is good right here because they're going to take down each one of these really quick. All right, so they can move against that, and they don't have a big defense. So these guys are sporadically choosing different areas. So this creates a pushback, a funneled pushback. They're funneling in between these right here. Remember, there's only so many grids between this spot. That's really good because when you meet up, you create this funnel to where people can't. Now they could try to get behind here, and that's why I zoom out every once in a while. I zoom out to see what the condition is. So you can see that they're right here. They kind of have this push up the middle, nothing from the side happening much. And this side, you know, they have a lot of presence right here. They have a lot of of bases, but they don't have a lot of push right up there. So, you know, you want to make sure that they don't get all the way over here, like, you know, trying to push up to your bases and zero some of them while you're fighting down here in the middle or whatever. So the thing is that if you keep on pushing down here into the middle, you're going to get yourself into a mess. You want to try to all hang out in a big cluster group and kind of create this defensive line back and forth. That's my personal opinion. Anyway, everybody has their own different tactics, and it's hard sometimes to control everything whenever you get on the roll of attacking and attacking and attacking. Is BJ up in here? Did I just see What? BJ's up in the house. I'm sorry, BJ. I did not even see the chat. I'm not even paying attention. I was trying to explain something. I feel silly now, dude. What the heck? BJ's in the house. Big 14 mil player. I know he would love to get his lights up in here. That would be fun. However, I've been told to remain neutral, so I am neutral. I am definitely neutral. I'm just saying, everybody wanted to see war, so I'm trying to deliver it to the community. This is going to be a good war, and it's not going to be slow. This is going to be for a while. See this cluster right here? You got to be careful, man. That's a lot of reds, and there's not very many blues. I mean, these guys right here, if these guys come up and swarm, can get into a bit of trouble or whatever. So, you know, you need a little bit more presence, and you need to create that barrier. Getting down into the middle of these bases isn't good. Like, look at these bases up here. You could take out some of these. You could create a cluster, and you could try to take out some of these. That'll allow more guys to pour in and create this barrier even further. You get closer to your base, so your troops can train and get back out closer, and then you kill off more of these bases, and then you allow more people to pour it in, and you create this barrier. That's the whole thing about an attack, but from a defensive standpoint or whatever, is creating that barrier. The fight currently is in server 2, okay guys, and it's in Naples. Now, the thing is that most of you guys will not be able to view this fight because the city is still under fog, meaning unless you're in the city, you won't be able to see this or whatever. So that's why I'm trying to do the best I can to deliver to you guys some of this battle or whatnot. Let's see some troop on troop action going on. Ooh, who's this guy? What we got here? 451. It's okay. 400k units. Let's see, what is he up at? He's up against some 400k unit. That guy's gonna die quick. He only got like one left. I don't know. Let's see what's going on over here. What do we got? We got a heavy getting punctured by the medium. That little cluster ain't working out good for him. That's 487. But I believe that's fast. That's like a light, isn't it? Nope, tank hunter. But still quick. Moving away from that cluster, which that could be bad. Don't ever 1-in-1. You want to click up with your group. That way you can have this little cluster is going to do the most damage. See how they're doing it? They're going to start zeroing this base. Instead of getting distracted with just trying to kill all these troops trying in the middle, when this base ports out, he's not going to be able to stay in the fight very much. He'll have to move way to the back where he'll have to march very, very far each time, which slows down the progress. This close front base where you can train and put out, that's the ones you have to really worry about. Light mode. Do you want me to take it off light mode? I can take it off light mode. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. My PC can handle it. My PC can handle the unlight mode. It does it automatically. I didn't even see that. But thank you, BJ. I will definitely try to take that away. So see these guys right here? This cluster is going to be good. As they begin to clear out some of these bases, and it does put them out of the battle a little while. You know, it takes a while. It kills some troops. You know, it kind of sucks to have to zero some bases or whatever, but it creates a front line. If you cluster up right here, these guys are all going to try to funnel into it. You know what I mean? Instead of get to from the sides. So this is just me spectating. Everybody has their own styles. But just to let you guys know, the reason that some of these bases are white and the reason that some of them are red, once they've engaged in a battle against our alliance, they turn red. So that lets you know how many people are actually fighting out of this. So like if you go into a war and you're wondering, all of the white ones have not attacked your alliance. It does not matter if there's 5 alliances in the cluster right here. If they attack one time somebody's troops or base or anything of your alliance, they will turn red. So this lets you know in this cluster how many people are actually fighting because their bases are highlighted in red. So let's go back to this cluster. As we can see, I'll try to get some chat. That way you guys can just view this as much as possible. Man, oh man, oh man. What's up, bro? What's up, Mark? What's up, everybody in the stream? Appreciate you guys being here. We're gonna view some really good battles. We're gonna try to capture as much as possible off of this. But yeah, the main point is to come hang out, watch some good war, chat, enjoy the day for as much as you guys can. I know I can't be on here all day, but yeah. Yeah, I agree, BJ. Get behind enemy lines. That would be good. I think creating the barrier up front and having, like I was talking about, a small group or a little attack squad to come from behind will distract them and pull them back down, which will allow the front group to zero some bases. That's a good tactic. I like that. What do I think about the Turkish players? I don't really differentiate between the nationality, like if it's Chinese, if it's American, if it's whatever it is. I mean, every player is welcome or whatever. I don't categorize them for that. I just know the person for the person, not so much their nationality. I do notice there's a lot of Russian and French players. There's a pretty good group of American. I don't see a very, very large presence of Asians. But there is some in server 1 and here or whatever, but I don't really categorize like that, so I'm not looking in that aspect. Oh my god, you guys are a trip, man. A Wolfpack brothers. So see, they've created this line. This is the good thing. If you guys want to know about some of the defense tactics or whatever, this is going to do good. So that sporadic fighting had them in a little bit of trouble. But, you know, the lined cluster does really, really well. If I go into a battle and everybody's sporadic, it's not going to be good. Once you cluster together the best way possible, but then if they cluster against you, you have to know that your front line just can't be anything. You don't just send any and everything you have or whatever. You want things like, you know, if people have infantry bunkering down in the middle of something, the tanks really don't destroy them that fast. It can create a barrier. So think about a barrier of 5 or 6 bunkers. They can't come. They have to try to go around. And then you take your tanks and you hit over it. It creates like a little barrier. Sometimes things happen pretty fast in war and you don't have that ability to be like, okay, wait 5 minutes for me to set up a front. No, it doesn't happen like that. But yeah, in essence, that's kind of how you would want to try to do it. Vega, America. What's up, Team Big? What's going on? So yeah, we got a little bit of a cluster going on. I think they're going to try to zero this base as much as they can. However, some of these artillery got to watch out. because this base is attacking them or whatever. TBN, Team Big Nuts. That's crazy. What's up, bud? What's up? Appreciate you guys coming to the stream. You guys try to hit me up, leave a comment or whatever if you can. If you need my attention the most, you can hit them super chats up. I got those set up. I love those super chats, man. And as always, if you guys are new to the channel and checking out the channel, I would appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. It does help me out a lot. Helps out my algorithm. Helps out as many people that can see the channel and become part of the community. I try to answer, as many of you guys know that have interacted with me, I try to answer almost every mail and every Discord and everything that's sent to me. Sometimes I miss it, and I do apologize for that, but I try my most to answer everything or to get back with you on any type of helps. Sometimes I'm a little delayed, but I want to try to service the community as best as I can. AKA Team Cream Pie. Don't look at his avatar that BJ gave him. Don't look at the avatar. Holy cow. What the heck? Okay, so we got this line going. This is good. See this line? See how much better? If you guys remember at the beginning of the stream, they were pushing up and hitting some bases. They even zeroed one base because they had this cluster. And because now they have this line going on, it's creating a bit of a problem. See this line? That's what I'm talking about the barrier. But they need to zoom out and make sure that nobody gets to their backside right here. Because nobody likes it when the backside gets gotten. This guy right here could cause some problems. You know? You got to be careful. Oh, I think he's part... Oh, he's A.R.E.A. He's red because he accidentally attacked some troops. Maybe he had auto attack on. Yeah. A.R.E.A. guys got to be careful. They're part of the A.R.E.A. group, but they might turn red if... and R.A.S. if they accidentally attack a troop or whatever. So, yeah. These guys really aren't pushing to the side much. And look at here. Here we go. We got a guy on the backside. He's going to try to do some base-to-basing. Ah, it jolted. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Nope. ASG is going to try to zero him. He needs to be careful. He parked right here and put his troops all the way up into this mix. That's not a good deal. Because now he looks like he doesn't have any troops at all to defend. And these guys are going to take him down really quick. This is a bust. This isn't good. You don't want to do that. So he recalled his troops and he's trying to train them. See these little bars right here? He's trying to train them real fast, but by the time he gets done training, he's going to be at a quarter health just because these guys have no backlash against them for that. So parking in the middle right there, I don't know. Maybe his troops died. Maybe he didn't put them up, but he needs to be super, super careful. Also, a lot of these guys right here could pose a little bit of a problem on this backside. Let's see. So this cluster getting dispelled a little bit. They have this right here trying to come up. You need to be careful of this little cluster right here. Let's see. All these bases are engaged. They have quite a few people engaged if you think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 37. I see about 37 highlighted in red. So we got about 40 bases right here engaged against, I don't know, maybe 25, 30. So they definitely have some presence right here. They're going to try to zero, get this guy out. That's good. You want to destroy him. See, they got another guy out. They're going to try porting. And what I would do is try bringing in your guys into this front more and more and more, whether they're in your sub-alliances or whatever. That way you create that front and move down from there. That's my personal opinion. What's up, Adrian? What's going on? Vegas said, what is Super Chat? If you guys notice, you can send a sticker or whatever. It does cost some money, but it highlights your message and stuff like that, and it also supports the channel. That's called a Super Chat sticker, where it highlights your message. I set that up after the last live stream. You have to actually set it up, so. That would be good, Brian. I would love to have some form of a scout function, because I feel like it's lacking. It doesn't really show you the technology or anything. I mean, what they did do was they put in a power ranking, so like you can view the troop and just see the power ranking of it. Like this one says 7 or 8 or whatever. But I noticed that in real-time war, as the troop diminishes, it doesn't show accurately like it should. In other words, like it lags and then it finally catches up. So, yeah, scouting would be pretty good. What's up, babe? Babe's in the house. Wife supporting the channel. Oh, did I not send out my trucks? Yeah, I didn't. Or scouts, or trucks. I'm horrible at collecting resources. As you can see, I'm horrible. It's absolutely horrible. All right, so we got that cluster again. Let's see if they came up the backside right here, what they're doing. I shouldn't say backside. It's kind of like the front side. So they did a good tactic right here. A lot of people are going to be like, why didn't they drop? Well, they dropped into a place where they could put their back up against the mountains. If you look at this, the water's back here. Nobody has a way to get behind them per se. Everything has got to come from the side, but it's got to come from the front. And that's a good tactic, is to find a ravine or something using the mountains or whatever to try to create this frontal attack, so you can face everything from the front and don't have to worry about things getting behind you. That's a good tactic in war. Denzel, this isn't my alliance. I'm spectating or whatever. They were nice enough to let me spectate so that everybody could watch this war. I believe they're a coalition of many, so they're dispersed a little bit right now. So I don't know. I'm guessing they're between like 600 and 800 million power. These guys right here. What? Oh, the ranking? Hold on. Here you go, BJ. This is the president's currently. What's up, jellyfish? Jelly I am. Awesome, Jay Wood. 1 billion power. That's awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations. No problem, Brian. Anything to help out, dude. Yeah, I believe XYT. Let's see. Bunch of big guys. Who's this guy right here? B. Jose. Who's that guy? Killer trying to catch up to you. Jello's chilling. Yeah. 14.7 million. And they are 1.04 billion. Nice. A.R.E.A, the one I am, 440 million, but they don't have all their players in it. But this is the presence currently in here. So it looks like they got R.A.S, only a little bit of people, R.A.B, R.A.C making a pretty good show out right here. But they have ELIT, ASG, RU, some other ones or whatever. So that's currently what's going on. suck. Oh, bro, that's funny. All right. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you guys can see the condition that's going on currently. We have pretty heads up to heads up. A little bit more field presence from the blue. The home team. Should I call it the home team? I'm not really part of it, so like, what is home team? I don't know. It's a good one. Let's get back in it. Let's see some of these. This guy right here ain't highlighted. I don't know what he's hitting, but whatever. He's just kind of running around. Ooh. Ganker. He's the leader. We got a 7.1 super heavy. Going slow, trying to head this up. 512. Got another 450k super heavy. These guys coming up from the backside. What we got here? 400k, 7-star. 290k. Another super heavy. He's popping in and out. That's good. It's super. You're more liable whenever you're up in the front to people zeroing your base, but it is good to heal up. So like if you have troops and you pop out, see how they're attacking this one. This one's going to go down. But if you can hold the front, being on the front is really good because you pop into your base. If you have it set up properly, you're going to recover faster than you would with like a spanner or a Bloody Mary, where you have to pull away and heal for a longer duration to get back onto the battlefield. If you pull back into your base, you can heal up like really quickly, really good, and then you can pop back out and start fighting again like this guy's doing. That's a good tactic. However, if you don't have enough field presence, what's going to happen is you're going to have this cluster right here, and you're going to be... We'll holler at you later, boy. And that... How do you say it in baseball? You're out. Woo. Yeah. What's up, Veshi? Mr. Yoda? BJ loves them lights, man. BJ, the wife said you're not paying attention to her, bro. I'm just saying. You're going to be in the doghouse. You ain't careful. Oh, yeah. We got some good live war going on here. Look at this. This cluster right here. Let's see if they keep up. What do we got? We got some 9s over here. Look, this super heavy. That's a 400k. We have a lot of 400, 500k units going back and forth. I mean, this is a good battle. Honestly. It's pushing back and forth. So, we're going to see the long game here. See these guys just chilling? These guys should be more engaged. They're just kind of chilling back. That's going to... Starscream got some 10s. Is that a 10? What you doing with them mediums, Starscream? Huh? Let me follow these. BJ, you watching this? What's this guy? Look at him. See, he's healing up. See, this is the tactic. He heals up. He comes back. Pushes back. That's what you do against these super heavies. And he's healing the entire time. You see this heal? This heal buff that's going on? See, he put Spanner first. Which it doesn't really matter, honestly. It's all about the level. So, the only difference on who's first and second is this right here. This level. The firepower and the durability. And that, in itself, you know... I mean, because you think about it, the more you get up in the levels, you get up all the way to level 60, you get 30%. So that's what's really adding. The buffs that you have right here, those for either officer, whether they're first or second, doesn't matter. They'll still fire off. So maybe his Spanner is built up more than his other one. Those mediums going to get tore up. You got to watch out. But he's got some decent mediums. He's got some 7s. And they're 468k power. That's definitely not a nothing. These guys are going to try to heal. Tank hunters. You guys going back and forth. He's going to try to use the piercing, but his 215k ain't going to last. That's not going to last. Look at him. See how they go down? It's too low. He's going to be out here in a second. 226. Those guys aren't. This guy right here, I think those are Liberty mediums. Yeah, so he's rocking. He's trying to get the Shermans or whatever. Ooh, got hit hard with some. What is that? What was that? Oh, come on. Show me what the troop is. That was a medium. Another medium. Ooh, man. Do you see that? I'm not sure. That might have been the heavy that did it. That heavy, 435k. I think that's what really pierced him. I think that really did it because heavy counters mediums. See it? See how it's piercing it? Look at it. Watch this. Look at it. Boom, 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 boom. See that heavy? You got to watch out when you have mediums, man. That heavy will really jack you up, especially if it's the same power. He's just going to finish him off because he's low. The medium will work. But those heavies, whenever you got some mediums. Let's see. We got another medium right here. Oh, he went back into his base. Good play. Good play. Heal him up. He's going to try to heal him up right here. Okay, they're going to start focusing in on some bases. Trying to take him out right here. But yeah, we still got some heavy fighting going on. What we got over here? We just got some randoms. Like... Well, is what it is. I want to kind of get back into that main part because that main part was looking really good, man. Where they're fighting up against these guys, because these guys got some stronger troops. Look at these. Those mediums, he's got to pull away. You got to pull away quick. See, that's the good thing about the lights and the mediums. You're supposed to pull away, boom, then come back against these slower guys. Let me go back to the chat. Sorry. Any advice for new players? Yeah, bot. There's a lot of advice. I try to do daily content on a lot of advice. I don't even know where to start for you inside of a live stream, but there is, yes, plenty of advice for new players. I would worry about VIP. VIP is super important. Anis, this is server 2, and this is a level 3 city, Naples, that's going on. You guys can always hit up Kevin right there in the chat. That's Gen MC. He's part of the Wolfpack. He's really knowledgeable, great guy. We have BJ in the house, strong player, 14 mil power player in XYT. BJ has a lot of experience on the field too. All right, BJ, we'll see you later. If you really want to spectate. Oh, man, you guys want me to get into it? Oh, no, dude. I'm supposed to be neutral. I'm simply just watching. I'm a little watcher. The lion is good. The lion turns is a super heavy. Definitely good. I mean, I have, so just to show you kind of a comparison or whatever, this is a 9, this is closer to 8. I was kind of doing side and side, but 385k, and I don't have it totally maxed out because I was kind of sharing between the two, and then the Churchill or whatever, so it kind of shows you the difference, but this thing maxed out is a beast, especially at 7.1 or 7.2, has a lot of vehicle damage. Fire rate is about 4 seconds, but has a tremendous amount of vehicle damage. So really good with that heavy armor or whatever. I got my Churchills because the Churchills have a high structural damage. Good for killing bases and stuff like that. Really good unit. BJ is weak. Oh no. I don't know. He's got a lot of goodies. He's got super heavies up to 7.2. So he's got his mouse V2. That's an amazing unit right there. Then he's got his lights, I believe, are 7.1. He's got some mediums. He's got a lot of stuff into the inventory. Let's see what you guys see here. So this super heavy really isn't getting hurt too much. These guys, let me see. Yeah, 330 something. See, he's got heavies right here at 413. But yeah, he's smart. He needs to pull away and then come back. What are you doing, bro? Go back. There you go. 408K. But he's got some liberties. He needs to get up here. We got two strong fronts right here up against it. Honestly, if you guys have that one guy in your group that had the Vanguard TDS, the tank destroyers, he could really do some really good work against these super heavies. It would definitely penetrate it with the tank hunters. They have a high penetration. Yeah, these guys don't want to mess with those super heavies. You can tell. They're kind of pulling away from that. Plus, they need more of a group. So they're pulling back to come into a cluster. That's proper. That's good. But these guys are pushing forward with their super heavies. You really need... You know, this guy's trying to heal up. That's why he's pulling away. He's trying to heal up to full bar. But these guys aren't going to last against those. That's high penetration. You need your TDS. Your tank destroyers. Your tank destroyers are going to do good. Let me see if I can find one. Not really showing. That's a tank destroyer, but it's only 6.5. Not good enough. See, they put some work in against them, so they clustered up right here and really kind of pushed towards that. Now he has to fall back, and it's slow falling back. So you see how fast all these work? I guess, see this TDS right here? Those move very fast, so they can kind of not let him heal. They can pester him. Those mediums are going to try to come down. Yeah. Yeah, the Tigers are good. The Tigers will definitely mess some freaking... mess some mediums up. Those mediums, as we saw a little while ago, some of those mediums were getting tore off the bone by some heavies. Those heavies really kind of mess them up. So it's about how you kind of play it. So we got a little pushback here. They did a little cluster, which was good. See this cluster right here? They pulled back. It looks like they were getting pulled back, but they pulled back to group and then push up. And these guys need to pull back, get a cluster, and then push back. And it's all a game going back, because you have to remember they have to send their troops back from a little ways back. Looks like Trip wants the enemy to win. I mean, so just so we're on the same page, I'm not partial to either or. I've fought against Red Alert and I've fought against ASG. I've fought against both of them in XYT. Simply spectating, that's all. I am spectating from the point of view of talking about tactics in a live war, things that I notice that I've been up against, and things that I'm viewing and seeing. Not so much wanting whichever way it goes. So I just want you guys to know that. Like I'm not partial to anything or whatever right now. Just simply looking at this. So I believe they had quite a few people come in. Look, let's see if we... I almost caught it. Hold up. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, it lost out. Dang it. Come on. I wanted to see how many were here as opposed to the other. This cluster group right here. So yeah, it's just this cluster group. All right, let's get back into it. Oh, ASG pushing. They got their cluster. See, their cluster that was down there because they weren't taken care of just took out a base. So that's where you got to be careful. Like I told you, you got to create the line. If you start going off on long tangents or whatever, and you're not careful, if you don't keep your front base line, what's going to happen is this cluster right here is going to start taking. So you've seen that there was a cluster before that was taking out their bases. Now the tides have turned, and they have this cluster right here, which is going to go in and start taking out that. So, you know, got to be careful from a point of view of a defensive standpoint or whatever. I don't think that's going to be enough troops right there to really counter that. It needs to be a cluster up, honestly. I'm going to try to view most of this. The fastest one in the game, Enzo, is the lights. The lights, you can also pair the lights with Bloody Mary, and if you ramp this up, this skill all the way up, you can get 10% more speed boost, and she can heal, so that's a good pair. I would use her healing skill and also her speed for the lights, definitely. And it's the fight currently is in server 2, and the city is Naples. But however, most people won't be able to view it because it is under fog. So therefore, you won't be able, from an outside point of view, to be able to just click on it and view the city. Sorry, guys. I was reading some Discord mail or whatever. Starscream, which should be... right here. Starscream right here. 8.2 million. He was showing me his mediums. He has some Russian mediums that are 7.1 star at level 120. Those Russian mediums, they heal themselves. They're a good unit. That would be... no, that's the mediums. I'm trying to think. It happened somewhere else. He's pulling out his mediums right now, but he has... no, those are the mediums. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. The Russian are the mediums. So these are the 7.1 Russian mediums. They heal themselves, and they're pretty fast. Yes, Anis, I told you guys, you're not going to be able to see the city. It's under fog still. So they got a little bit of a front right here. Got to be kind of careful. Look, it's going to try to push away. He's going to have to pull back and heal a little bit. They're getting down. They are trying to counter, you know, the heal. I mean, they're not going down super fast, but they're going down slightly. His partner's got to kind of push back over here, man. You see this front line? Guys? Do you see it? It can't just be a one-man show. Come on. What are you guys doing? Look at all this up here. We're getting distracted. We're getting distracted now. Go into a cluster. Don't be distracted. What you talking about, babe? He's still got those mediums going. Look at him. See him healing up? I mean, that entire cluster, he just keeps on. See, that's the thing. Not only does the Russian mediums heal, but he's also put healing officers on him with the spanner. So he's definitely pushing forward with a lot of that stuff against this cluster. However, his guys are going to need it. See, what he's trying to do is dispel a lot of the cluster so that these guys don't cluster up and hit these bases, trying to make them, you know, pour it out or whatever. It looks like he's going to take down the super heavy, though. This guy's base is big enough. It's going to take this super heavy out. Let's see where the aggro goes next. And what I mean by aggro is the base will attack another unit afterwards. So there's quite a few super heavies here. And this is a big cluster, so that base is going to steadily go down more and more. Look at this big cluster going on. These guys over here are hitting these little side nodes right here, but honestly they need to be down there fighting with the cluster, because you know this base is just a miscellaneous one and this is just a 1v1 type thing going on now. You have this big cluster and all of your, what they're going to do is this cluster is going to push into each base and it's going to try to zero them out. So you need to take all of these available units and push back towards that cluster. That's my opinion anyway. Because this is what's going to happen, is zeroing the bases. But yeah. Let's see what's going on here. What's up, Charlie? Let's see. Yeah, I can say your name, General. Charlie. It's no big, man. Let's see if they start their clustering. What we got going on? Yeah. Definitely good. If they start their clustering, you see good results. Okay? All you guys should notice that. We got some randoms that tried to come back here, hoping that they could get to bases that had no troops in them whatsoever, because all of their marches are out here. But you should always keep some of your artillery and stuff to defend inside of your base. You should be fighting with one or two of your strongest troops. That way you don't diminish your reserves right here. What's up, Baba Yaga? Wolfpack in the house. I think A.R.E.A is pushing pretty good. Field presence wise, it's kind of back and forth. I think if they cluster up, you know, like they were doing in one area, they kind of went off to the side. So what happened is they're being directed to go over here. So yeah, so the forces are split because a lot of people are over here trying to get to the backside and zero, which would be good for a small group, but they still need the presence in a cluster, because what was happening is a lot of these were coming up and zeroing their guys, and we don't want that. So the small group in the back should just be doing what they do. This is good right here to try to, you know, take out some bases. But when you're in a small little group of 5 or 6 to try to attack the base, you know, oh, this guy got scared and ported out. Well, it is what it is. But yeah, if they cluster up in the middle. Isaiah, no, XYT is not included in the war. Nobody from XYT is allowed to come fight, even though I am in this alliance A.R.E.A, which you guys can clearly see because it's blue. All my troops are not on the field. I made that known when I started, is that I had to remain neutral. So all my stuff is here. Oh, well, some of them are killed. Somebody killed some of them. Did they march out? Interesting. I don't know. Anyway. What the heck? Did my game glitch? Now that's super weird. All you guys been watching the entire time. What in the heck happened? I bet you that was part of the double click thing that happened. I don't know. Whatever. That super weird. Crazy, crazy. You know what I might do? I don't even understand how the hell that even happened. Oh well, whatever. Don't care. That's super weird. It must be some form of a double click or something that happened, because like I didn't even know that my freaking troops even went out, so that's just retarded and weird, but whatever. So they have a nice little cluster right here going on. Let's watch some of this. All right, Anna, sounds good. Sounds good, man. Mr. Young, need to build a wall. Okay. That's funny. Then you're going to have to get up the strength of your unit. You need one really good tanking unit. something that can absorb the damage and heal. So until you get up some of your officers to be able to heal and a good tanking unit, the bunkers are going to be difficult unless you attack them in groups. What's up, Remy? Thanks for tuning in, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's see right here, because let me see that cluster. What is that cluster? So yeah, looks like we got some people trying to come up from the backside and attack bases now. This guy right here doesn't really have hardly, well, he has 3 troops in there, so he'll be able to defend somewhat. So that guy could get into a little bit of trouble trying to do that or whatever. So, but the main part of the battle looks like it's right here, but they might be trying to disassimilate and go over here because this big wave coming from the side is going to hurt them. Holy cow, what is this? How did I miss this? Guys, what the heck? How did I miss that? How did I miss that? Look at that. Look at all that A.R.E.A. Wow. That is interesting. So we got some groups coming from the side. So even though we have a presence right here, definitely pushing from the side. That might deter some of that group that was up there. Yeah, see? That's now deterred this cluster that was towards the middle to try to push over here. That's going to break them up. And what that means is that kind of deters the momentum where a lot of these players that were clustered up in the middle will now come back. They will become sporadic, and this group will attack, and this group will attack them. And because they don't have a solid group, they're going to get broken up rather quickly. Good strategy. Good strategy. Let's check to make sure my crap's in the base, man. Like, what the heck happened? Like, literally lost. How many reserves did I lose? Jeez Louise. Almost 100 reserves for... I don't even know how the things got on the field, but they sure did die quickly, didn't they? My Lord. Yep. Definitely got my stuff smacked right there. For no reason. Just randomly sitting out somewhere. Let's hope I don't double click again, guys, because I think that's what happens. I think if you double click, it moves your troops or whatever. I didn't even know they were moving or marching. Super weird. Yeah. Yeah, Jen, you did give me the video. I'll try to publish a lot of it. I need to work on that editing. I've been trying to tackle a couple other projects, but I definitely have that in the works. Farmville. That's funny. Ooh, got a little bit of battle action going on right here, huh? Definitely, definitely. This is super interesting. Yeah, this is a pretty strong presence right down here. These guys are not going to make it very long, even though they try to cluster up. You got to be careful. This is a good presence from A.R.E.A right here on this front. And I believe they kind of took it away. So yeah, so picking off the side, you know, they had this strong presence in the front. A lot of these troops are red, but they're training, so they're inside of the base, as you can see. Yep. Sorry guys, trying to zoom out a little bit and get some action. It looks like some troops are going to try to come back up. I'm sure they're probably starting to get a little bit low on reserves. But they are trying to make their way up to kind of cluster right here, which is good for A.R.E.A because if they can distract the cluster from getting up into the main group up here and taking out the bases, that's good because that cluster is up over here and not close to everybody's base. So that's definitely a good thing. We have some presence right here and some down here. So let's go back and see they're trying to just get to some bases and take out bases. But let's see what kind of war we got right here. We have 448k medium Russian. That's going to do good for them. 408k infantry. Better bunker that down. Let's see. What do we got? 448 mediums, 408 mediums. Ooh, Starstream. Here we go. Let's see. The battle of them. That was a heal. Starscream's mediums taking some damage. Let's see if we can follow him over here. He's going to try to follow him out. However, the mediums, he's not really going to be able to get fast like that. I believe these are the Liberties. Those aren't the Russian. Those are the Russians right there. And the 10s are really, really nice. Why are the 10s nice? The 10s are nice because of this one right here. Sorry to distract you guys, but this one is really, really good. So when you get up into the 10, if you can push up into this marker, you get advanced firepower, durability, and more armor. This number 10 really freaking boosts up your units quite a bit. Now I lost him. Where'd you go? There he is. He's going to start tearing them off the bone here in a second. Look at that. 626k. He put everything into these mediums just now. Everything into them. This is what I'm talking about. Do you see the amount of damage that he does just from a single unit? Having a single unit where it's not taking down your reserves, kind of like mine that randomly went out into the field and all freaking 5 of them got roasted for no reason at all. Whatever. That was just dumb. But anyway, having one unit means that even if this dies, he's only taking 24 off of his reserves, and he gets to go around and take out these units. So that super strong unit is doing more than having 4 units on the field and taking your reserves down way too quickly. So look, we got some guys following. Let's see how he approaches this. So he has 3 or 4 units trying to approach him. He's going to try to probably pull away and bait him just a little bit. These guys are going to try to come back around, but they're not clustering up against it. Let's see. Yep. So they're going to cluster. They're going to come back. Let's see how he reacts to this one. So he's got a cluster on him. Obviously, they're going to do much more damage from behind. His behind armor isn't as much. So he has to pull away and then come back so that his armor is from the front. Right now he's trying to heal up. Look how fast those troops are healing though. Look at them. They're almost full health in literally 2 or 3 seconds. Really, really good. Some of these other guys are going to try to take out some of these other troops. But let's see. I mean, look at this. Look at him. He's almost full health. So he pulled away. It looks like he pulled away for a second. But by him getting the full health and them hitting him from the front, he's definitely going to have an advantage on this one. Look at this guy. This guy's good, almost 600k. So Starscream's going to pull over here, try to hit those mediums. A lot of guys fighting with mediums. You know, with this world of the mediums right here, you could definitely do some killer damage with a really good heavy tank against the mediums. That is, the penetration would pierce it very fast. I know the heavies get subjected to the tank hunters, but I'm just saying, would do pretty good. Crap, I lost it. Paying attention to something else. Let's see what we got here. Most of them went back into their base, probably to heal or something like that. Let's see where the cluster is. Zero in bases. 401k super heavy. We got another super heavy, 422. They're rocking a lot of these super heavies. Look at them. They're trying to come with 3 or 4 super heavies and a heavy pushing up. But this guy, he's going to try to put his A.R.E.A in the back, but they just got messed up by a base. That's going to be a loss for him. I don't know about these mediums trying to go up against these heavies. Definitely need more tank destroyers. I guess it'll be super heavies versus super heavies. Kind of seems like it. Let's see what we got going on here. We got the field presence here and here, but there's starting to be a lot of the line dispersed up some, so you got clusters and groups each time. Let's try to come back into here, see what we can see. They're doing bases. These guys coming out. I'm trying to look for the cluster that's going on. I mean, that's one of them, but a lot of those troops are all within the base. I think a lot of these guys have diminished their reserves. Honestly, there's a lot of base, and I think this is probably the only area where it's going to be heavy outfighting right now. Alright, Morn. Holla at you, man. We got a medium up against some of these super heavies. There he is. There's my boy. What's he doing? Our scream up to no good. You see him? Look at him taking out those single units. The fire rate is crazy on that medium. Gone. Look at that. Oh, Lord. Look, maybe he's going to get up in this cluster. Yes, he is. He's going to come from behind. Look at this. Watch this. Fire rate. Yep. Yep. Hit them super heavies. Nope. Go back. Oh, he went to these ones. Look at him. Look at that fire rate. Doot, 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 doot. He can take out some super heavies quick with that fire rate. Just because he's so strong. Back off. Come back. There you go. So from the front. So what you see him doing is, because the armor in the back is worse, he doesn't want it turned around, so he pulls away and then he comes back so that he has that front armor, which is a lot better. That's just me thinking out loud, guys. I'm just saying. Mr. Fryan, what's up, dude? What's up, Ryan? How's everybody? How's everybody? All these 7 and 7.1s. Yeah, definitely, definitely. So what happened up here, there was, they put up this big front that was really close to all the bases right here. And now the tides have kind of turned to where a lot of these bases that were up here are now zeroed and ported out. And as you can see, there's not a lot of red presence as far as troops because they got deplenished. And so now what's going to happen is more and more these clusters that are on the field are going to start zeroing a lot of these bases. So ASG is definitely have the tides against them. They had on a strong presence at first. They had a lot of troops on the field, but I guess because this is the thing, when you have 3 or 4 marches on the field and then they get killed, you lose your reserves really, really fast. The next thing you know, you find yourself with hardly any reserves and you can't fight for literally 2 or 3 days. So you have to be very smart about how you use your reserves, because as you can see, now they're in a position where, you know, not very good. I mean, that's just a fact. As you can see, guys, I didn't even mean for my march to go out. I guess I double click, because you can double click something. Like, I'll show you, like on PC. So like I can double click if it'll refresh. Well, maybe it is empty. So if I double click, do you see how my unit went out? Just because I double clicked? Well, obviously I had something selected all or some crap, and I double clicked and all my units went out. But as you can see, I'm supposed to have 1060, and now I have to wait almost 5 minutes each one just to get back up there, and that was off of one mistake. So these guys that have 3 or 4 marches out there in the presence, you know, your reserves can go down really, really quick if you ain't careful. And like sending them out like this, you see this 422. If he doesn't pop back in and heal before it goes down, if he lets him die, he's going to start losing a lot of his reserves. Me, yeah, see, pop back in, let it heal real quick, pop back out. But that one troop isn't going to do enough unless he has some people to break up this little cluster. Yeah, definitely doesn't look good for... So now they're going to pretty much start zeroing a lot. See this presence right here? So this is what you don't want as far from the other team, because their troops, they need to create that barrier, that wall, as they come up or whatever. This is probably A.R.E.A. Okay, so ASG. So these guys haven't engaged in the fight yet, so that's why they're not. But these 100K or 150K marches aren't going to do all that much. And they need, instead of going up all the way to here to try to combat it, they need to all meet up and come from a big giant cluster. Would be better, in my opinion, to try to do that because of this field presence. Because the more that they have these clusters right here, the harder it's going to be. So all these guys up here are trying to get into this, and these guys are down here. They all need to meet up at one spot and push. That's the best thing to do, honestly. Some new phone cracks. Vin, that's funny. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate the comment. No, I wasn't, Jen. I wasn't ignoring her. Just gonna try to live stream a little bit longer. That's true, Vin. So in this game, you don't save up a tremendous amount of troops in the same token that you kind of get out of the fight if you don't use your reserves wisely. You also don't get zeroed. So like I could get killed on my base or whatever, and I'm just out a day, and my troops are just my troops. I just put them back. So it's not like, you know, I lose like 2 million troops and I'm zeroed in that aspect. So definitely interesting. Interesting gameplay. You guys leave your comments down below. What do you guys think about this war so far? Do you think it was a pretty good one? I like the matchup at the first. Definitely good to see some really good fighting tactics. I tried to talk through as many things as I could that I saw personally as far as tactics are concerned. So if you guys always want to go back in the video and watch the video, I tried to zoom in and show a lot of the tactics that I use when I'm in battle, and also some things that happen while you're in battle. That way some of you guys might be able to... Yeah, I can zoom in. I was trying to do the outer because, I mean, all that's really happening right now is zeroing of bases, which when you have a cluster, there's nothing special about that. It just kind of happens. The bases just get zeroed because of the overwhelming presence. I can try to come down here and see some, like Starscream, always getting into a pot full of mess. We can watch him. So he's got these mediums. He might actually, yeah, he might actually lose one this time doing this cluster. Definitely gonna lose that one. Maybe he says he doesn't care. He'll just retrain him. Budget. What? We got Hunter up in here. That's interesting. Starscream getting a little bit tore up off the bone by this cluster right here. Most of them aren't too bad, but he got pinned down by some of those mediums or whatever. He probably doesn't care. He's probably training right now, getting them back up. What's up, Gregory? Also, version 1.04 is going to happen really soon, and they got some pretty exciting updates. I'm waiting for the update to kind of come out so that I can go over the notes that were released and also how it's going to be applied. But they have some really cool features in 1.04, and that's going to happen really soon. So that's good. Yep, that's correct, Qualix. They're definitely going to have the update 1.04. I can't wait for that. That's going to be interesting. Whether or not that entangles the Air Force, I am not sure. I know that they are testing it, just like Jen said, but I'm not sure that they're actually coming with 1.04. But nevertheless, 1.04 does have some really good updates to it. I think the game has a lot of potential. I think that it's very, very early, so there's a lot of development that has to happen. And so they decided to release it and then develop it as it was happening, other than develop it and then, you know, release the game. Plus, iOS hasn't been released yet, so that'll bring in a lot more players into the game. Trying to find, see how much they push back. They push back all of these. Remember, there was a bunch of bases everywhere, so they really got a strong presence going on right now. Honestly, I'm trying to just kind of find some of these battles happening. Pretty interesting, pretty interesting. Let's see what we got over here. I think I just seen something. Did it pop back? Oh, he popped in and out. Okay, so he came back in the mix right here. He could potentially get ported out a lot easier. They have a little cluster going on here, so this little cluster right here would cause a little bit, but it looks like their guys are making their way down. So if these guys don't come out with a little bit of a presence and start really fighting in this cluster, see, all of these bases create like a funnel where when people try to come down, they're gonna have to funnel through, and it creates like a little choke point that they could use. But if they're waiting for this mass attack units to come down there, that's going to be bad, because they're going to be able to zero bases pretty fast off of that, honestly. The best feature that I would probably want inside of the game, honestly, would probably be more enhancements to units. Currently, you have parts that are very simplistic. You just upgrade modifications and then the unit level. To me, that's really basic. I would like to see additional things that you can add on to your units to really buff them up. Things that would differentiate you from other people. And also the same with the officers. The officers just have basic skills and just their overall level or whatever. You know, having additions to them to be able to buff them up would be cool long term. I like that concept. So look at this guy. This guy drove his base down here, parked it right next to ASG. Now he's going to get tore off the bone. You see this, guys? This is a prime example. And you can see over here to the right here, this guy activated the bunker, which is going to try to come out and attack these units or whatever. He used the bunker tactic. So this guy right here came all the way down here and now is going to get zeroed out because of it. See how he just parked right in the middle of it? Not necessarily the brightest thing to... I shouldn't say brightest, the smartest thing to do. Unless you're dominating that area. Because now, he's getting a lot of kills, don't get me wrong. But now, this base-to-base type tactic has him to where he doesn't have any power. And so, he's going to have to go to the back where he's not going to get attacked now and march really far so that people don't get to his base. So, yeah. Definitely interesting. Let's see how they play this. Like this guy came back. See, this is what I'm talking about right here, guys. Okay, so this guy came back, but he came close to the line. So anybody with a group of 5 or 6 people, not even 5 or 6, like literally like 3 people, could come to this base and take it back out again, and he's ported again. So he only has so many airlifts. So gotta be careful. Let's see how this guy's doing. Yeah, this guy's gonna get ported out. He's out. See you later. C'est la vie. Interesting. This guy putting in some pretty good work over here with this ASG. They had a front going on, and they've utilized this middle area very well as a pushback. As you can see right here, I'm trying to find where the marches are going. They had a pretty strong presence. And then all of the unit... Okay, so they're coming to this side. That's why, because of the marker. They're going to the right side. That makes sense. So then these guys over here that thought it was coming down this way are there. The majority of all their people. But they've bulked back up again right here. So we'll see them destroy some more bases. Remy. I don't know that much French. I need to probably learn many languages. I know some Hebrew, and I know a little bit of Spanish and English. Yeah, so that cluster is definitely going to go Yeah, so this is what it looks like now. The same cluster right here came in, but I would say an additional 10 to 12, what is that, 15 maybe? 15 people added to the fight against what was a cluster right here. So it seemed pretty even at the beginning. So shout out to A.R.E.A. Red Alert for, yeah, doing some really good battle tactics, pushing in front. They pushed the side like they were supposed to. They put their back up against the waters so that they could have a full defense strategy going on. And yeah, and they're pushing forward rather well, honestly. Very, very well. They're cleaning out that base. That's why that was right there. And we have a little bit of pushback right here. I'll have to learn some, Remy. You have to teach me, man. I'm teachable, trust me. Look at this. Got some good defense coming back. This guy's going to get tore off the bone. He's got a good one. I mean, he was almost 600k, but against this cluster right here, that wasn't going to work out like he thought. If he pulls back and he heals, which is what he's doing, he's pulling back to heal, and then he takes him out one by one, he could really do it. Look, it's only a 100k unit. I mean, he could take that out. That's nice, Remy. That's always good, man. That's good. For being 400 million in server 6. That's good. You got some super heavies and some goodies. I like it, man. Definitely a good war. Definitely some good war footage. What's this guy doing? He's rolling around with some, what is that, heavies? It's not showing me. Yeah, 7-star heavies. But they're going to get taken out if they ain't careful. Look at this cluster right here. That's going to go down quick. He ain't going to be able to heal enough. And he can't pull away fast enough because they're slow. He'll be out. Got to be careful with the heavies. Just going up into a cluster. They're definitely not mediums or fast. Yeah, these guys have swept back around. So now they're gonna loop back in. So they've came around the side and they're gonna meet up with some of these other guys. Start zeroing a lot. Yeah, you can unassign your units. If your units are on the field and you're far away, you can remove them. It'll give you back your money and your reserves, and you can train them back inside of your base and then send something back. It's a quick way to get back. Look at that. Freaking fog's in the way. Ugh. I'm horrible about fog, guys. That's so sad. So here you go. You have the backdrop right here. You have A.R.E.A. You have A.R.E.A. right here. They're going to build right here, and then they're going to probably push forward. Be interesting to see on this battle. So far, so good. We got a lot of fields going on. Yeah, let's see if I can get this going. In the top right, there's their own bases. They also have some field presence right here, so see what's going on. Yeah, the higher your units get up, the longer they take the train. You recall them. It'll take a good 4 or 5 minutes or whatever, if you ain't careful. Or longer. Look at him creeping out on him. Oh no! That guy's got some pretty good. He had some 10s. I think those were 10s. Those are 10s. Those are nice. Nice. Medium 7.1 10s. Nice. Look at that fire rate against the super heavies. Those super heavies. Woo! Let's see what the penetration does back on them. See, they fire really slow. They fire really, really slow. Look at them doing some damage. See, that's the fire rate of having lights and mediums. The fire rate is insane. The mediums, though, have a little bit more armor than the lights. So now he can pull back at any time. It takes too long for these guys to come over here. And look at him. He's going to pick them off, and he's going to heal. I mean, look at him. He's set back for a second, and he's literally almost fully healed already. So that's the tactic there. This guy's popping in and out, try to save himself. But this cluster right here is going to get to him pretty soon. Yeah, my time's coming to an end, guys. Definitely have to get back to the real life stuff. I mean, lights have their deal or whatever, but I mean, mediums are a good overall unit. They're used a lot into the field. You know, it is what it is. The mediums, though, are a very good unit. I do think that the tank hunters have their place, you know, as well. It's all about what's on the field at the time. Sometimes having different things that you can raise up to put onto the field at the time that you're doing it is really profitable. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what's happening. as we have it right now. Not much more I can really say. It started off with a small cluster group. They had quite a bit. As you could tell, we almost had 40 or 50 bases. A lot of them were lit up. A lot of people got into it. A pretty big war. But A.R.E.A has pushed back and continuing to push up against them, zeroing their bases. So they have the momentum now at this time. So yeah, it was definitely a good one. I hope all you guys enjoyed the stream, and I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. If you guys would share the videos or the YouTube channel, maybe some people would subscribe some more to me. I'm trying to build the community, trying to build more with you guys, the Warpath community as a whole, to try to learn a little bit better and showcase some good wars. So if you guys have videos, kind of like Jen had sent me that I need to work on, any tips and tricks, or maybe some wars that are happening in your area that I can help showcase just so people can watch and learn, would be super, super good. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this live stream. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and until next time, guys.